Hello everybody, and welcome back to Stardew Valley. In the last episode, we finished up fall, and today we start our first day of winter. As you can tell from the music. Welcome to Kozu. Our weather tomorrow is going to be snow. Yeah, so that's one important thing about winter is there's no more rain. Any rainy days that there would be replaced with snow, which doesn't have a lot of effects, to be fair. Why do they still say that we have a new viewer? Also, we have the best happiness, which is okay, I guess. I don't really plan on going to the Skull Cavern because we have things to do. Winter, a time when all the world goes quiet. Now's a great time to do some mining, fishing, and gathering. Upgrade your tools in preparation for a productive spring, or get a local carpenter to build something on your farm. Stock up on resources, upgrade, and prepare for next year. Yeah, that's kind of what we're going to be doing. Now, I think the obvious thing here is you cannot plant crops outside in winter, and that's going to be the biggest difference with winter is no outside crops. However, there's a couple of things that really do make up for that, and hopefully we should be seeing them soon. One thing is, though, as opposed to all of the other years for forageables, forageable seeds are actually worth planting because the things that you get from them cost more than the seeds themselves for once. So you can get a little bit of extra money just by doing that, and you should have some farm space already made because of the previous years. Dear Rob, nothing's more satisfying than cooking with fresh vegetables from your own garden. I've enclosed a recipe to help you out. Take care. We got Parsnip Soup. Sweet. So now we can make that whenever we want. I'm going to go ahead and do my daily chores, and then we're going to get into it. Oh, before I get into too much, you will notice that no one's coming out. All of your animals are going to stay inside the coop or the barn, which means, unfortunately, any animal that needs to go outside to produce anything is not going to be useful, like the pigs. Luckily, though, they're still useful because as you grow them to full friendship, they sell for more and more money. So if you plan on growing animals to sell them, you can do that. And also you can get your pigs ready for spring when they will actually be producing something. So get a full set of pigs, and that's a free like 8,000 gold every year, or every day. And our duck is grown. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we have a duck egg yet. There is a little bit of a difference between ducks and chickens in that. Oh, there it is! Sweet. Well, that's actually perfect. There's a little bit of a difference between ducks and chickens in that ducks don't always give out what they make. So like, you notice there's no duck feather, despite that being one of the things that ducks make. I believe it's every other day for duck feathers. And then once we do get a rabbit, which I am going to go buy today, we'll have even more of that. Also, no hay. No hay at all. So I don't have to spend all that time taking all that apart. Got our farming space here already made. I am actually going to get these scarecrows because there's no crows in winter. They've all migrated south, I'm assuming, so you don't have to worry about that at all. Other things kind of act normally. Trees still grow. Unfortunately, we're not going to be getting any more apples until next fall from that apple tree, and at that point, I don't think we're going to be relying on it on too much. Fruit cave or mushroom cave works the same as always, and that's about it. And now that we have that duck egg, I think we do need to take a trip to the bundles. And it's funny, we're actually going to be perfectly unlocking a lot of things that we need for winter in this next day. So as of now, we're kind of just chilling. I am going to get items to give out to everyone though, because I think that's just a smart idea. We gave out gifts yesterday, so we already do have a few things given out. We're going to have to take a trip to Clint's because our hoe is done, and I did forget to get that yesterday, so I might as well bring some items to break open. Oh, what else can we do? We don't have a lot of copper. I guess I could start upgrading something to Iridium, and I think the obvious answer would be the pickaxe, getting that to Iridium, since we do want to focus a little bit more on the Skull Cavern coming up. Yeah. Could make some Iridium Sprinklers as well. Why would you make Iridium Sprinklers, I hear you say? Well, you'll see. I'm going to clear out my inventory and we're going to get going. I think we're only missing one rare crow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 out of 8. So we'll actually be completing our rare crow stuff soon. Trying to make sure I don't need anything else for the bundles right now. We could actually go check the beach to see if there's any nautilus shells. Hello. You know what? That happening actually reminds me. Hold on a second. I'm actually going to grab a diamond here because today is Krobus's birthday, and I'm really glad I saw that cutscene because I just about forgot. That's right, I don't have my hoe. Go ahead and grab a lot of these winter forageables. We do need to complete our winter forageable bundle, and I believe what were we missing for that? Did we just grab everything we needed? No, we still need a snow yam, which we will actually need a hoe for because snow yams are exclusively found underneath the ground. Now, oh my goodness, I love this town in winter. It's so weird because it's such a rare sight. Oh, also we do have a new thing. Winter mystery. You encountered a suspicious looking figure by the bus stop. When it saw you, it fled towards town. Could there be a clue to its whereabouts? Well, yes, we'll go over that in a second. Yep, it is Krobus's birthday. Lots of events this year. We have the Festival of Ice, then we have the night market for these 3 days, and then we have the Feast of the Winter Star, which you can, on the 25th, you can imagine what that is. Nothing posted. So here's a question. If there's no crops, what is Pierre selling? Well, nothing. He's just selling the normal stuff that you see all season. Well, all seasons otherwise, so nothing too special there. What's up, everyone? I'm gonna give you grape. Looks nice. You're welcome. That's sweet. Thank you. You're welcome. I really have not focused on Gus at all. Abigail's already maxed out. I should have brought more grapes. Should have gotten more grapes, in fact. Let's go ahead and go to the... Hello. The 25th we'll be having the Feast of the Winter Star. It's one of my favorite events. Yeah, a lot of people are going to be talking about various winter events that can happen. Before we go to the beach, actually, we can get to the sewer just by going through that hole there. Kind of hard to tell because it doesn't say sewer anymore, so if you didn't pay attention. Yeah. So some of Krobus's favorite or loved items are diamonds, a couple of void items that we haven't had access to yet, and iridium bars. I'm obviously not giving up one of my iridium bars. I'm just going to give him a diamond. You remembered my birthday. Thank you. This is great. I don't know how we know your birthday because, you know, please don't be alarmed. I'm different than the others. Yeah. Krobus is actually romanceable. Void egg. This is one of his loved items as well. Is somewhat romanceable, I guess I should say, because you don't really date. You don't marry Krobus. You become roommates. Oh my God. They were roommates. And he just kind of chills in your house. So that's a fun little fact for you. I don't know why they'd made it to where you couldn't marry it, because obviously people would be absolutely wild about that. Of course, it's Monday, so we do have a new thing here. I'm going to invite some friends over to do a rock rejuvenation ceremony, but I'll need some crystals to channel the right energies. Do you think you could lend me a hand? So I believe for this one, if I remember right, you need one of each of the minerals, so like ruby, emerald, stuff like that. I seek an extremely rare and powerful goop. Ooh, I need to do this one. That one's so important. That gives such a great reward. Ectoplasm can be found by the remains of slain ghosts, which we can fight both in the regular mines and in the skull cavern. I'm going to have to remember not to forget that. I should really... Oh, yep, look at that. Easy. Easily done. Nautilus shell. You actually need that for one of your bundles for the billboard stuff. Oh, there's another one. Oh, man. I mean, I guess I'm going to come back because worms. Worms are everywhere in winter, by the way. You're going to be finding a ton of them, mostly because snow yams are found under the snow, and since that's one of your regular forageables, you're going to be finding that a lot more often. Did I see Harvey earlier and I didn't give him his coffee? I should have had it myself, to be fair. All right, before I forget again, let's go to Clint's and get our stuff upgraded. Gold hoe. There it is. Well, oh, man. Now that we have that mission to go to the mines, do I really want to get rid of my pickaxe? I mean, I guess I'll be fine without it. If I really need to, I could just use bombs to get lower. Yeah, sure. Oh, before we do this, because we can't talk to him if we are already upgrading something, go ahead and give him one of those. I'm going to have him process the rest of these geodes. Just see if we can get absolutely anything. Even though we do have the sewers key, now that we hit 60 items, we do want to donate everything, because if we want the perfection ending, oh wow, really? If we want the perfection ending, we will need everything. Yeah, nothing's new, just as I thought. Cool, well that's done. I didn't upgrade my pickaxe. Yeah, this is a great season to upgrade your stuff. Steel trash can, could have done that. Steel watering can. I am going to have to start upgrading my watering can soon, for reasons you'll see. Not for anything if you're playing on version 1.4 sooner, or earlier? I don't know how to say that. If you're playing on an earlier version than 1.4, it's not that important. But if you're on 1.5, surprisingly, there's actually a really good reason for you to upgrade your watering can up to max. So keep that in mind. But before we do that, we did need to find, we did have a curious winter mystery. It's one of these bushes. Hey, you can see the footprints coming up to this bush. Yeep, you caught me. I'm sorry. Take it. Take it. It looks so valuable I couldn't help myself. And yoink. You received the magnifying glass. You now have the ability to find secret notes. These notes reveal rare and useful information and can be reviewed in your collections tab. This is super important. I believe we've already gotten a few prizes that you can get from the mystery notes, but generally a lot of things cannot be done until you see it on a note that you find. And these notes will lead you to various secrets hidden throughout the game, and it's very worth it. Field Research Bundle, Nautilus, done. This is gonna feel good to get rid of some of these. Recycling machine, yay. Then we have the rabbit's foot, duck feather, red cabbage. Those will be worked on soon. You're in my way. Next up, we have to put in the duck egg. That's right. This one's actually very, very important. So we're going to be completing our pantry bundles today. If you do nothing else, please, please finish your pantry bundles, because the rewards you get for this is, as you can see, the greenhouse. You can guess what that does. We get another cheese press. Sure. And that is yet another set of bundles done. So many wonderful bundles. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, now this place is actually starting to look like something, huh? And of course, I guess while we're here, we might as well turn in the crocus, because we didn't get one of those before. Then we just have the snow yam for the crafts room. What is that for? Bridge repair, that's right. Not as important as what we're doing now, but still important. Put up that star. Oh, yes. I wonder if anyone's purposely filled in all the bundles at the exact same time. I'm sure someone's done it. You know what? If we find some more worm spots, we might be able to complete that bundle as well. One thing you can do is just, oh yeah, level 3 for these. Makes you a 3x3 spot. Same for the watering can. One thing you can do is you can just kind of hoe everywhere, and you can just, yeah, get snow yams randomly. So that's something to go for. You know what? Let's go ahead and finish up that other bundle. I should have done that at the same time so we could have had 2 Junimos following us at the same time. Darn it. Alrighty. Slap it in. And all that's left is the bulletin board bundles, which is fun to say. 30 winter seeds. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, you'll want to do this as soon as you can, because winter seeds are very useful to have, actually. When we're done here, we'll return to the other world. And another beautiful room. This whole hallway now looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Yeah, we're getting it set up. Just about done. All we have left are like 2 items for these bulletin board bundles. Go ahead and slap it up there. I'm not too pressed for time. I feel like I don't really need to be pressed for time anymore, because a lot of things that we're going to be doing, unless it's the Skull Cavern, are a lot more of a slow grind, kind of, like waiting day to day, not really trying to maximize our profits by doing all these menial tasks, because even if we did go fishing, you know, how much would it really matter? Because we're getting over 10,000 gold just about every day now anyway. It's the perfect time of year to gather wood. Speaking of wood, have some grapes. Enjoy. Did we get you? No. Maybe you can collect enough to upgrade your house. Yeah, it's another thing. We now can start working towards that 50,000 for a whole house. Bonk. Prehistoric tool. Yeah, we'll be able to find a couple of new things. I guess I could try to find some ghosts. It's not going to be very easy. Lost book, nice. And you only need, I think we were checking it out, only 1 ectoplasm. So it's not impossible. And I believe if we want to find ghosts, we should go to 60 because we get a free floor here. Oh boy, isn't that just a start, huh? That's a lot of iron. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. Not gonna bother until we get all that done. Anyway, let's go back to the mines actually. Not the mines, to our farm. Oh boy. Yeah, the hoe's actually going to be useful for once. Crazy, isn't it? Winter root. All of the winter seeds that we can get will be useful, so I'm going to keep an eye out for all of these digging spots. Anyway, I'm actually going to set up our farm a little bit. Now that I think about it, mixed seeds will be completely useless. I don't know if fertilizer affects foraged items. Ideally, I shouldn't have to put fertilizer down anyway, because, well, I hope to get to level 10 foraging by the time that we have our first crops. Oh boy, I actually need to use my hoe here. Give me a second. All right, I think this should be enough. So yeah, I'm actually just going to use all of our farmland to plant winter seeds. Because, I mean, we're not using it for anything else. I wouldn't recommend doing this for any other season because just regular crops are more fruitful for you. So there's really no reason to do it, and you get so much money from the seeds anyway. But even though you do get a good amount of money from seeds, you can just make more seeds by planting more plants and all that. Plus, we have the ability to get possibly 2 foraged items every time we pick one up. So consider we're getting a bit of a boost from that. And then, if we hit level 10, we'll be getting even more money. Also, I don't know if it's just me. I think it gets a little darker sooner in winter. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to the exact times that it's been getting dark. So I can't really tell for sure, but I think that's the case. Anyway, I'm just going to do some cutting down trees so that I can get ready to completely do up my farm, because now that we have no crops in the way, no grass or anything, I can just kind of customize my farm to actually look how I want it to look, and that has me very excited. So I'm going to clear some things out. All right, I've cleared out quite a bit of the farm. I have my Stardew Valley planner page pulled up because I want to be ready to move things around if I need to, and really get this place looking like I had it envisioned for so long. So I'm very excited for that. Anyway, with that, we're going to conclude our first day of winter. Very profitable, I think. Let's go to sleep. I wonder what that could have been. Now, odd it didn't show us the other thing. Because we did finish the, what was it, the pantry bundle? Or was it the, I don't know, the foraged goods bundle, and it didn't show us that cutscene. I wonder if it's delayed to the next day. It's going to be snowing today, by the way. Expect a few inches of snow tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, man. I feel it. I see a glimmer. Spirits are very displeased. Okay, good. Well, hey, on that note, guess what? Oh, this is so pretty. Guess what? We're going to the desert. Just to show you what it's like in winter, and also because I need to go there for something. I've got a new item in stock. It's called the Auto Grabber. This thing can milk your cows and goats, shear your sheep, gather eggs, and pluck your woolly rabbits all on its own. It's considered a luxury item, so I'm charging $25,000. Marnie. Yeah, we've seen that she had that for a while. Just wanted to let you know about a new item I'm carrying. It's called a wood chipper. You can use it to break hardwood into several pieces of regular wood. I know wood can be hard to come by in winter, so if your supply gets low, consider picking one up. I don't think we need to worry about that. Dear Rob, I ordered too much fertilizer for the garden. I bet you can use it, put it to some good use. Take care. And we got 5 basic retaining soil. Oh my god. I've got a little challenge for you. Catch me a squid. You can fish them up in the ocean at night. They only show up in winter, though. Yeah, that's something I wanted to talk about. There's a few fish that are exclusive to winter, which you wouldn't really think because... Did I only get 4 bait from that? You wouldn't really think because, I mean, we already have all of the fishing bundles finished, so you might think, oh, there's no new fish. No, there's like 1 fish each in the river, the lake, and the ocean one being the squid. I believe one is lingcod for the river, and I outright forget what it is for the lake. However, we're going to actually be taking a trip to the desert today because if I look over here from that cutscene we had last night, look at this. Look at this. Greenhouse. What do you do with the greenhouse, you may be asking? Well, you plant any crop you want. That's what you do. And, oh man, we're going to plant any crop we want. Now, I do need to actually fill the place up with sprinklers, so I need to figure out... I could make iridium sprinklers for the area. That'd be nice. It'd save up on room, which, you know, eventually will make us even more money. I think I'm going to make some iridium sprinklers. And then, of course, we're going to be going to the desert. Now you probably know what we're going for. So, what was the thing for iridium sprinklers again? Gold, iridium, and battery packs. I can make 3 of them. We already have our iridium pickaxe going right now. So I'll grab 3. Who cares? Go crazy. That is one of the best uses for your iridium, in my opinion. So don't be hesitant. What else can we make here? Yeah, here's another thing. When you do have a greenhouse, whatever fertilizer you have in there is going to be in there forever. And I think, I mean, we're going to want to put the best thing we can. We've got some regular speed grow. Quality fertilizer wouldn't be terrible. That might actually be what I put in there because I don't know if we're going to get much else. Also, remember, I can plant whatever I want, including red cabbages. Including a more ancient fruit if I wanted to. I have some beet seeds. I'm probably not going to plant cactus in there because it never goes away. It'd be neat, but I'm gonna put other stuff in there, obviously. No events going on today, I believe. Oh, come on. Come on, Pam. I know you can go faster than this. But yeah, I was planning on putting just about all of my money towards the crops that you can plant in the greenhouse. Where is she? Does she not come out on Tuesday or something? Yeah, nothing going on. Looking for a handsome young man to bring me an earth crystal. Okay. Actually, that's going to be pretty easy now that I think about it. Oh boy, did you like this? This is great, sure. Oh, I just spaced out. He definitely did not need that. He's at full affinity already. Get you going a little bit faster. This is the strat. As soon as you find her, get her moving. Why did I do that? She's still at full though. She can't go down because of that, I hope. Anyway, Maru hates these. Gotta remember, no. Should have coffee for my boy up here. Just don't want to forget doing this. Because even though we have a lot more available to us, it's still good to make sure you're working on everyone. Especially because I think... Do you have any ideas for a new gadget I can make? No, not really. I think that we're probably going to end up being behind on all of our relationship statuses by the time that we're like completely finished with everything else, and that worries me deeply. It really does. All right, Pam, get schmovin' so that we can get headed off to the desert. Yes, there's a crystal fruit there. Crystal fruit's the most expensive of all the winter forgeable items, I believe. If you're curious, you can go for that. And yeah. The desert in winter. It's the exact same. I should actually collect these Oh boy. I should collect these coconuts for Haley. I'm gonna organize my inventory just real quick. I realize I've been swapping back and forth between all of my little areas when I really shouldn't be. I'll remake my like combat one when we actually go back to doing combat, but until then, not too important. What did you have today? I probably don't have anything to trade for you, but I'm just curious. I know some of these are... Oh yeah, the warp totem for the desert is... It's actually kind of cheap, other than the iridium, to make. But it gives you a huge advantage coming here before 9:30. Of course, we're here actually for the oasis. I should have brought something she liked. Ah, oh, jeez. Chances are she probably doesn't like... Yeah, I am parched. She probably doesn't like things that are... You like this? Sure! Anything to make it a little bit easier for you. You can find coconuts and cactus fruit outside. Feel free to take as many as you can find. Yeah, you probably don't want to bring her things that are already here. They're, ooh, yummy too. She gets plenty of that. Yeah, so... Yeah. Thought I'd just spend all the money I have on that, because why not, you know? Ooh, a shirt. Of course, it's winter now, so I'm pretty sure we don't want a shirt like that. What are you doing here, bud? What's your deal? He's smoking. Yeah, me too. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He's not going to say anything. Yeah, we'll come back to that. Don't worry about it. All right, with that, I think I'm good to go. I think I'd like to do a little bit of fishing today because there's I mean, obviously we have to catch that squid, but there's a few other things that I'd like to get to. Sometimes if you shake these trees, you can get coconuts out of them, by the way. If you're short on coconuts, it's no reason not to. But that's all I was here for. I'm gonna grab this coconut before we go. Make sure we have everything we can out of this trip. Not really much for us to do in the Skull Caverns without our pickaxe, so. And it's terrible luck today anyway, so who cares? We are back. Gonna go ahead and grab these before we go. Anything I can get to increase the amount of winter seeds I have, because I'm going to be putting them up as soon as I get any of those forgeable items. So, it's good to have. Let's set up the greenhouse before we go anywhere else, because I think that's a little bit more important than anything else at the moment. We already have the quality fertilizer. I think we're going to be planting more than 30 crops in there, which is unfortunate, and for other things we only have... Stop crafting. We have deluxe speed grow, but that's the only deluxe thing that we can make. I don't know if there's a way to remove fertilizer. Honestly, I've never had to do it. That's not our greenhouse. My bad. I could put another silo there too, just, you know, to tide us over for winter. All right, so the ground that this covers be like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. And now it's covering all of this space. It's ridiculous. And so I'm gonna go ahead and quickly set it up. I'll be back in a second. And there, that's all the ground that's affected. Well, most of it, at least. So we actually can fill in all of this. Probably didn't need to make all of these sprinklers right off the bat, because it looks like we're only going to be using 2 of them. Yeah, that's fine though. Oh man, I left gaps. Oh geez. Well, you know what? One of them can actually, let's just put like red cabbage here. Rhubarbs. I don't like it when things are out of whack, but we're gonna have to come back. It's gonna be out of whack anyway, unfortunately. And I think the quality fertilizer goes to all of the star fruit first and foremost. Makes sense to me. But yeah, deluxe speed grow is absolutely not a bad option if you want to do that. Luckily, we still have this. It's going to take a while to water all of these since we still only have the copper one, but this is the only time we're ever going to have to do this. Also, if you really want, if you have deluxe, deluxe, what is it called? I never use it, so I don't know what it's called. The one that keeps the water wet so you don't have to water your crops again. You don't need to have any of the sprinklers. You can just put the deluxe retaining soil down is what it is. And it literally has a 100% chance of keeping your crops watered overnight, which means you never have to water them ever again in here because it doesn't change with the seasons. Your fertilizer stays forever. So that's what we're using so far. Another thing that you can do is actually plant fruit trees in here, and they will produce constantly. They'll never have an off season, so you'll always get fruits from them. So that's something that we might end up doing now or later. Who's to say? Anyway, I did say I wanted to do a little bit of fishing. Before we do that, I want to make a certain kind of bobber, because I have never been making bobbers that help us catch fish. And if we want to try and catch the squid, we're going to need a good bobber for that as well. So let's see. The trap bobber is probably one of the best, if I were to say. Increases the size of your fishing bar. That's another great one. Spinner increases the bite rate. That's not useful for catching hard fish. Makes your fishing bar cling to the catch. Yeah, you don't want that for great fish. It's actually... Wait, it makes 4 of them? Or is that just how many I've made? Oh no, that's how many I can make. Oh geez, that was weird. Yeah, I'm gonna get the trap bobber because I think that's probably going to be the best for catching difficult fish. So with that, let's go fishing. Ooh, you know what? Before I go, I'm actually going to grab an earth crystal for... Oh, what's her name? No, not a curious substance. For Haley. Because I think if we give her an earth crystal and then like a coconut, which is one of her loved items, we should be pretty close to max affinity with her, maybe? So we'll try it. You know what? I'm going to actually go to Haley first before we go fishing because I don't want to miss out on my chance. Hey, how funny. I just grabbed an emerald for you. Here's some quality fertilizer. No. There you go. That'll help us out with Penny a bit. 6 out of 8 hearts. I'm really excited to show her scenes because they are just wild candy canes. Oh, I love every little detail they put into this. Haley ought to be home, right? I sure do hope so. Because it's pretty late. Yeah, sure. Earth crystal. 5 out of 8. Exactly what I needed. I'm so happy. That's an easy 150. And then I believe her loved items is coconut. Oh my god, this is my favorite thing. And yeah, we just gave her a gold one, so that's an easy. That's like a heart every time you give her one. So if you have any gold coconuts, Haley, immediately. Emily tried to serve me fresh cranberries for dinner last night. I threw it away when she wasn't looking. Anyway, I think since we hit 6 hearts for her, we're going to have another cutscene for her soon. Okay, I was just going in to see if that would activate it, but no. No such luck. Sometimes I dream about life on my own without a family to look after. Is that horrible? I mean, no. I think... Oh, okay. I'll remember not to give you Holly. Holly's not a very liked item, if I remember right. I shouldn't have given that to him. Anyway. No, I think that's a pretty common thought for anyone who's had a family. And I can't say so for sure because I obviously don't have a family like that. But... I don't know. It just seemed weird to me if that never was a thought. And I'm sure people definitely feel bad about it every time they feel it, but it's a big life change, so you don't want to rush it. Anyway, hey, we're going to go fishing at the very bottom here. And we're going to do this because this is where I was going to say this is where the legendary fish is. I think this might be a new fish just in case I'm keeping this in. No, chubs. Never mind. Oh, there it is. Oh, my God. Now, this is, this is the legendary fish for winter. It's one of the harder, I think the hardest one we've gone after so far. It's obviously intended to be caught pretty late into the game by the fact that it is in winter. Oh, here we go. Now we've got something going. Not the hardest one, though. We still have the hardest one after this. Oh, boy. So, yeah, you can catch it right at the bottom here. I believe we already got the hint for this before. This is the bottom of the Arrowhead Island down in Cindersap Forest. One of the books hinted us off to that. Jeez, dude. Just chill for a moment. So close. There we go. Oh, my goodness. There's a glacier fish. Caught one of the legendary fish. I don't think I would have done that without the trapper bobber. Look at that. Builds a nest on the underside of glaciers. And we got a gold star one. That's pretty nuts still. I think I had a max cast when I got it. So yeah, good stuff. That's really all I was going for. I guess I could take a trip to the beach to see if I could catch a squid, but we'll have plenty of time for that because the catch a squid quest is one of the ones that never goes away. So just like the melon one that we're going to be staring at for a while, we're going to have that staring at us for a while as well. Until we actually catch one, of course. Also, I like the little detail that you create footsteps in the snow. 920, I could probably... If I get there at 10... I didn't hit a level today, did I? No. All right, I'm not going to bother. Oh, yeah, this is where your magnifying glass is, by the way. It's one of the permanent items in your wallet, so you'll always have it when you need it. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm just going to head on back. Like I said, we're not going to be stretching our days as thin anymore because it's not as much of a maximize your everything kind of season. It's more of a just get stuff done that you never had a chance to get done before kind of season, which I can appreciate. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of the cactus fruit, but I'm going to keep the coconuts for increasing Haley's level. I think that'll be really, really useful. Do I have everything I need for another winter seeds? I don't think so. Crystal fruit, winter root. No, I need more snow yams, so I'll keep all that in there for now. Glacier fish in here. That gives us 1, 2, 3, 4 legendary fish so far. There's 2 more to get, I believe. So exciting. Anyway, with that, we'll call it a day. There's not really a reason to go crazy. I think, I don't think we're getting too much money right now. It might be a while till we get any more money, so it's going to be a bit of a slow grind on that, which I didn't think of, but yeah, that's fine. Thank you all for joining me here for the beginning of winter. I'll see you all later, and good night.